Welcome to the show where Jamie has joined ISIS. It's like, we're shooting this on this is episode 7, maybe. I think we missed one again.
6 for the day that it is.
6, yeah. No, I think it is actually 7. But just handed you this, which is
my brand new iPhone 6.
And we're also filming it on an iPhone 6, which I haven't actually output the quality, but looking at it on the screen's insane, isn't it?
It looks pretty good. I thought they were high definition.
They are. It's a new. So I don't really understand resolutions, but it's a newer. It's a higher resolution.
Okay, yeah. Well, it looks the business. We'll see what it's like on my brand new laptop afterwards.
What's the laptop?
New MacBook Pro.
Cool. Do you need the extra processing power?
Yeah. We use a software called Sports Code to for games and stuff like that. And you have about 4 different camera angles, and usually at least 4 different camera angles.
So it's process heavy.
Just to drive it all, yeah.
I'd say you couldn't care less. You want to?
Yeah, I just don't open this. I was just saying to you, it's really clever, the box.
Yeah. So
I don't know if you can see. Can you see it?
It doesn't have and we haven't opened it or anything yet. It doesn't have a picture on it, and I was like, what the fuck? And then Philip, our designer, saw it, and he was like, oh, man, that's so cool. And I was like, yeah,
bloody designer.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's like a Johnny.
I kind of like comparing it before we open it up. I know, we'll just hope.
So
who do we get?
I went to get them, and we weren't sure we were going.
Oh yeah, you tell about that.
Yeah, you open away that we were going to get a Plus or a 6. And I was leaning towards the Plus, I must say.
We both,
because
remember we tried the Galaxy Notes.
Yeah,
and we liked them, except the fact that it was an Android.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is, from what I've used it, the 6 is the perfect phone. But the 6 Plus,
I love opening Apple products.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's the same when I got the laptop last week, and it's just, you know, it just slides out of the box.
Oh, the MacBook Air, I love opening those. They're just like,
I was going to go for the Air, except
see, it's fine for me because I can. I don't do that processing stuff. It's just internet and.
So my missus has the Air and it's great.
Yeah.
But I just needed more.
Got it. I was trying to get her, or did you ever? I was trying to get her a phone, but you could only get 2.
Don't mention that.
Oh,
sorry. No, she'll get on the new. She's due one of these upgrades.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yes.
I got so they ran out of. So yeah, back to the Plus. I was gonna like call you and like look at the Plus and thing, but the guys they had 6 Pluses in the whole queue, so there's no Pluses to be had anywhere. Do
you think it's a trick by them?
I think so.
Yeah.
I really do, because they're the queue. I'll tell you about the queue in a second, but how does that feel?
Oh.
So they ran out of space grey. Everybody seemed to be going for space grey out of gold.
Oh no! See, my last one was gold.
Yeah, I
kind of liked it because it's not like bling.
Yeah,
you know, it's a nice kind of rose color almost.
And you pretty much need a cover on it, I must say, because it's very slippy. That's
really?
The first thing I noticed. It just sort of, that's what the guy in the shop.
What's the battery like on it?
I've only given it 1 charge. It seems to be a lot better, but that's the only thing about the Plus is the battery's better.
It's lighter.
Lighter, yeah. It's really nice. The battery's better on the Plus. The screen size is better, and the camera's better.
I can't really. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a big difference. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Like so, quite a difference. It sits really nicely in the hand, I must say.
Like the screen now, the screen of it is like the screen is noticeably bigger than the screen on the iPhone 5.
Yeah, I must say it's the phone that I've been waiting for forever. Like the big Galaxy screen, Apple. I don't think I'll change now from this.
NFC finally.
Yeah, but I don't think
that's... Apple Pay. See, the shares went down. Share price of PayPal went down off the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is, see the camera at the back? Like, I don't know if that would have happened with Steve Jobs. It's not flush.
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's. I think it's like, with the cover it works really well because it's flushed down.
It's like it's almost bedazzled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's just stuck on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
bedazzled.
I like it.
Yeah, no, it's very good. I was playing with it last night and today. I'm going to do a full, big, proper review, but it's faster. It's 4G, obviously.
Well, I did the upgrade on my 5 Plus for.
Did you notice anything?
There's a couple of nice new tricks. They actually have a little tip thing.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of nice new tricks. They were catching up. Like you take their mail, for example. They're trying to catch up with Mailbox.
Yeah.
The app on that.
Do you use?
I use Mailbox.
I use Gmail. So like, yeah, I did. Do you know what? That's what I noticed when I got the phone, and you'll probably do the same. Is 10 minutes. I was like moving all the Apple shit to a folder. I was like, okay, get rid of Maps, get rid of Mail, get rid of Game Center. I was like, I don't want any of that. Like so, and then I was
But you can see what they're like on the upgrade. They were just trying to. We use it without Wi-Fi. I need Wi-Fi. Oh, here we go.
No, just the Wi-Fi's not working in here. It's 3G. But you can plug it into your laptop and that's what it hooks up.
No, I was using the upgrade, the updates, and it's just they're trying to catch up with all the other apps that are out there, like dominating it. I mean, even on iMessage, it's like pull it to the left and you see the times, and you can record voice now, just like you used to do in WhatsApp.
Okay. So they're just apparently they're buying Path, Path, that social network.
That kind of was nice, but it never took off.
So the guy who started that is a guy called Dave Moran, who introduced Facebook. So he used to work at Apple, and then he
I remember because when that came out, I got on board with Path for a while.
So he was in Apple, and I don't know, but I think he was in marketing actually. Then he went to Facebook, and he's the one who developed Facebook Connect and the Facebook platform. So everything Facebook outside Facebook, he developed it. So he's well regarded. And then he went off to start Path, and it's been a disaster pretty much. Like they've lost.
It was beautiful.
It was. But I think their plan is to buy that and make that iMessage. Maybe. But I use WhatsApp for everything. I don't even use iMessages.
Like WhatsApp is they're taking over. It's kind of like it's the Skype of the texting world.
They're rolling out phone calls in the next couple of weeks. Phone calls on Skype or on WhatsApp. So
how many phones they must be on?
600 million.
Like
they're
scary.
It really is. So in terms of I don't know. I had a bit of a bad experience yesterday in the queue at Apple.
But don't they do this? Like, they made you queue for, 6 hours?
So I got there at 10 and I left. I got my phone at 10 to 4.
Broken man nearly.
Yeah, it's not so much. Do you know what the irony was? I was like, because I got the train up to Belfast because they're not in Ireland yet. So you've got phone number 2, although I'm sure a few people have them in the telcos and stuff. I got there. Yeah, and by the time I got like an hour into the queue, my Mac died and then my phone died. So like you can live with a queue if you've got phone and stuff, but like queuing for 5 hours with no devices was pretty tough. And they've this new system. So I used to go to Belfast and it would take like 2 hours. Now they have a new system where you can reserve online and there was people coming in at the front of the queue. But I think they were managing the queue. I think they could have got us in there a lot quicker.
It's like anything. It's like, at lunchtime, all the different foodie spots in Dublin. When you walk past and you see that it's absolutely rammed, you're kind of going, oh, what's that about?
Yeah.
And they love it. Like, I mean, they love the fact that people are there queuing, setting up camp like days ahead of time. It's all media driven.
There was media there. Like anybody who walked past the queue were like, "What's this?" And they're like,
what about the guy that dropped it? The first guy to get it.
I was watching on my phone. Did he smash it or did
I didn't see it? No, the lads were just telling me that. I was like, "Oh man, could you not be cooler?"
Yeah, but he was like A, excited because he had the phone, B, because he was on TV. And he was taking the box, and he was like, he couldn't, like, he wasn't even doing it carefully. Like, it was just like,
just get out.
Will you get a cover for that?
For
the phone, or will you keep it as is?
Probably keep it as is. I tend to do that.
Yeah, so do I. I don't like. I bought this one actually, which is like a Paul Smith one, which is like really nice. It's the first time ever that I had a cover and liked it. But
the only thing I used to get, that I do get, and I'm sure it'll be out pretty soon, is I get a Mophie case, the battery case.
The back, yeah.
I have one for this, and now I don't put it on. I'll leave it in the car or leave it.
I'd say Johnny Ive is like stabbing himself when he sees those cases. Cause it's like, oh, my design.
Yeah, but like it's their own fault. They make the battery just better. You know what I mean?
What do you think of the design in general? Like
it's beautiful. Like obviously, I can't really do a whole lot here because I need to.
But the feel of it in your hand and
it's lighter.
Yeah,
I'm loving the screen.
Yeah,
it fits It fits perfectly.
I think once
in your hand,
got that screen, like this feels ridiculous. Like
this feels this feels like a Lego brick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this feels like just a nice, really smooth kind of pebble that you picked up on the beach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
Versus the Lego.
And the queues were up. I was reading last night on like the finance blogs and stuff. They actually measure the queues and stuff to see how it's going to affect the stock. Queues everywhere from New York to Japan to London were up 35% on last year. So they think a lot of people are going to buy this. Like not just techies, because we'll obviously like you pretty much get the new iPhone every year. But like
the pricing is mental. Remember?
It's insane.
Like mental.
Like I sent you, I was going to get them, and then I sent you the price of the Plus top memory with cover is over €1,000. And like both of us were like, yeah, you can't justify that.
No.
Really. You can't justify 1,000 on a phone
that you're gonna change in a year, more than likely.
Yeah. The only thing is with the resale, like I'd probably be able to get. I won't sell it because I always lose them, so I like to keep it back up. But
I always get
$350 for
the S.
Yeah, I think so.
You reckon, even though they're going to be like 99...
Not the state that one's in, but...
that's been dropped more than once. Mine's kind of similar. I've got like dents, everything.
Yeah.
The actual kind of metal bit is out of shape.
I was thinking one thing that I'd really like is like I'm really bad at losing them on nights out, or if you've had a few drinks, I forget about everything. So like, I might take that on a night out and leave the nice one.
You're not going to do that.
No, you got to change.
You're not going to do that. Like, come on.
It's true. Where they're getting to, apparently as well, and coming out with all the rumours today, is your phone, it won't matter, right, in a couple of years' time, because you know the way everything's in the cloud.
Yeah.
Right, so, and the fingerprint sensor. So, like, I'll be able to pick up your phone and put my fingerprint on it, and it'll just be my phone. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
so
that's clever.
So a phone won't really matter. I'll be able to pick up your iPad, and, like, suddenly it's my iPad.
Oh, that's clever.
So that's good, isn't it? Like, it's nearly there. Like, when you get your new phone and start it today, like, it's nearly like your old phone. You know, like, your contacts are there, all that sort of stuff's already set. So it's not far off.
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously I can't do anything until we kind of come off, because I want to put the iPhone, the SIM in and all that, but it's a nice piece of tech. I'm happy. Very happy.
Yeah. I wasn't fucking happy.
It's like, you know what, it's like bags for girls or something. You know.
You didn't see the queue of men in London. There was like 700 people. There wasn't one woman in the queue. I was like, oh man, you're right. It's like handbags.
And come here, what do you think of the watch now that's announced?
Not for me. You getting it?
I said, to be honest, I'd only get it if someone gave it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, obviously,
it'd be nice to turn it down.
But like, I wouldn't be too pushed.
Yeah.
To go out and get it myself. It doesn't do a whole lot for me. I like watches. Like I've a nice watch. I like getting nice watches. But it'd be nice to have in the gym. I could see having a functionality there. But like, you're not going to go around and be like this on your phone. No. You know, on your watch.
There's a few problems with it. Like the 3 problems I had was, it has to work with your iPhone. So if your battery goes dead on your iPhone, watch useless. So that's one. It's not waterproof. So
that's
getting in and out of the shower or sports or like what happens if it rains and you're like all that sort of stuff. And then the battery's less than a day. Like they're all like, how many times are you going to take it on and off a day? Like 20.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't like watches anyway, but it's not for me. Maybe a second or third generation.
But the only problem I have with these watches is I don't see the point in them.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Okay, I can't stand people who check their phone 20 times a day, 100 times a day, in terms of, I see if there's a message, or check Twitter again, or check Facebook again. Yeah, like
worse.
Yeah, like, why do you need to keep popping up on your watch? No. I don't get it.
I asked, because obviously the people in the queue are big Apple fans, so I asked as many as I could, like 10 or 20.
Yeah.
And they're the hardcore, like they're queuing up for a fucking phone. And they were all like, no, nuts. But 2 people said to me that they were the exact same when the iPhone or the iPad was announced. They were like, no, I don't need a bigger iPhone. Like that's the way they thought of it. And then like once Apple's marketing kicked in a couple of weeks before, they found themselves in the queue for an iPad.
But the iPad, I can get the iPad. It serves a purpose. And the iPad Mini, like they're like. It's like having your own just a quicker version of the laptop. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can surf the net, you can respond easily to emails, you can work on it, you can read magazines. I mean,
travel.
It's great for traveling.
Some people I'm not being sexist or anything, but say like a woman who comes home at night and doesn't want to work. It's like loads of like housewives and people watching TV shows or. Actually, that is sexist. Like guys, the exact same. Like they can.
Oh, but it's just it's just easier to be on and great battery on it.
Yeah.
And
why can't they get that battery in a phone? Like that's all I need. Like the battery's been driving me insane on that 5. Like not even half a day these days.
Oh, that's how I had the Mophie case. Like it was a joke.
I wanted to ask you. So right, with phones, I think like we're obviously getting them. Everybody's getting them. They're brilliant. I can't see myself changing to anything else. I don't think there's more improvements to come. If they lock the pay in, I'm done. That's my dream phone.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about being Irish, about the U2 controversy with the.
Well, I actually thought it was a genius piece of marketing. Do
you like U2?
I do.
So do I.
One of the best live bands in the world as well.
If you haven't been to a U2 concert, you don't understand.
Yeah.
You just don't you haven't.
But they've always been the ones I thought, and fair play to them, like reinventing themselves, yet keeping themselves kind of keeping their identity.
Yeah.
And then also like that kind of reinvention, being kind of innovative in terms of like how they launched themselves. You know what I mean? And what they really kind of embraced. Like they were one of the first to really embrace, Apple.
Yeah. Or do you even remember when they did the thing on the rooftop?
With Streets of No Name.
Yeah. Like stopping like that was the equivalent back in the day. That was getting on MTV and stopping.
Yeah.
So,
but they literally it was kind of I was thinking about going. They obviously looked at Beyonce and what she did, right? Because she just released her whole album. They didn't do the singles and just bang released the whole album. But you had to pay for it.
Yeah.
And then you were like. And then I was like, fair play to them. You know what I mean? They've been given slack over moving their accounts. I think they moved it to Amsterdam. Yeah. For tax reasons, all this sort of thing.
Yeah.
But fair, and then they go, you know what? There you go.
Well, I think it's a winner for them. Although they've got a lot of media slack.
So but the flip side of it is I don't use iTunes. I use Spotify.
Never. Even it was so bad that when it came out, I really wanted to listen to it, and it was like, please update your iTunes, blah, blah. I was like, fuck, and I just waited.
Did it kind of push it on you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they're kind of saying it's spam.
Okay. I could see how that could annoy people, but I must commend them for
reaching so many people,
for doing it, for embracing it, releasing a band that's so hot, releasing an album for free.
Yeah, but there's a lot of really sort of mostly critics and smart people saying it's spam, it's not correct. U2 are finished. Mostly Irish critics, to be honest.
They're finished. Man, wait till you see them. They're going to go on tour now.
Yeah.
And they're going to sell out everywhere.
Exactly.
Watch them when they come to. They're going to sell out. They're going to probably do Croke Park.
4 Croke Park.
Absolutely, rocket. It'll be another Gareth Brooks fiasco probably.
Yeah. But they there was a lot of people saying like obviously 18-year-olds from San Diego, who the hell is U2? What are they doing on my iPhone? There's a bit of that, but you'd want to have fairly thick skin to be Bono now, in fairness.
I would imagine he does. He strikes me as a man that really is,
he's smart.
Yeah, he is. He's quite smart. But I'd say he's obviously has been getting criticism his whole entire life for whatever he's doing. Yeah. And I'd say he's like, no, I'm on. This is the course.
He's got 100 million snots in his pockets. He's not too worried. He's probably. So yeah.
What else has been going
on? What else? Mainly the phone. Geez, 20 minutes. We'll finish up with a couple of apps. What else has been going on? Oh, the hoodies. Look, Lovin Dublin hoodies.
Hoodies and hats.
Hats, yeah. The hats were
questionable.
Yeah, we're very particular about that. It has to be. We're saying.
Speaking of apps, what about the health app? By the way,
I haven't used it,
but they're It's not ready to go. There's been a couple of bugs in it.
Yeah, they pulled it.
Like, what a joke.
Yeah, they pulled that. They messed up the live stream. The
live stream was annoying.
Were you watching it?
Oh, man. How good was Samsung taking the piss out of it?
Yeah, very good.
Apps. Sunrise. I think I've mentioned Sunrise before.
Yeah, it's a calendar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great one. There's what else?
I'm using a Product Hunt. So it's like all the VCs and investors use it to find the latest new hot startup, and it's really nice design. So it's called Product Hunt. So that's really.
I use Eventbrite quite a bit.
Yeah. They want us to film a live version of the show, Eventbrite. They're doing something. I don't know if I should say. Well, they're doing something cool with like a space in Dublin, and they like lots of people. So they want us to do a live show. So I've seen live shows. They're very hard to get right because it's a different dynamic, but could be interesting.
Yeah. Another one we have for the pub coming up.
Oh yeah.
Secret DJ.
Oh, that's cool. I've heard about it. I've never used it, but I've heard about it. So
so we're going to have it in the pub. It's already in a lot of different pubs around town and restaurants as well. Really good like I think it's in 777 and that sort of place.
That's awesome. So you can change up the tracks.
Yeah. It's like remember when you used to go to Eddie Rockets and you put the put the money in. It's kind of modern day version of that.
And can you just hijack the music, or do you have to have a bit of a score or something to get on?
I've downloaded it.
Right.
So I'm going in today because we're nearly finished to fit out.
Really?
Yeah. And
what's the opening date? 26th.
We should be hopefully we're going to be trading within the next week or two.
Really? But like quietly, and then a big.
It will just we'll just open the doors when we're ready. We'll just open the doors, and then we'll get around to doing the big launch.
I was very disappointed at the photos. I was expecting like meat being slapped on your face.
Oh no! I learned my lesson from last time. I didn't have Joe Macken pulling the strings this time. I was there. I was looking up. We were looking up. We had to get different photos and stuff for the pub. And I was going through all my photos get uploaded to Dropbox.
Yeah.
And I was going through the Dropbox photos like from way back, and I was like, there was the one of me in the apron holding the meat over me. I was like, oh no, what was I doing? But yeah,
I think that's it for this week.
I don't think any other apps for people. No.
Books.
What am I reading now? I'm reading one called The Goal. It's like one of these kind of business motivation ones. It's
any good?
Yeah, I've kind of committed myself to it, so I've got to finish
it. Actually reading Ross O'Carroll, which is, I think you get a mention in it. What did he say?
The first time I remember getting a mention Ross O'Carroll, I was never so proud.
Oh,
because I read him when I was young, and I was like,
I'm in it. I think it was. The Carney's get lots of mentions.
Sure. You know the Boring Carney handle?
Yeah.
So you know they have on the Insider magazine, I think, who do I say? I think it's the Indo.
Vicky,
Yeah, but like, so the Boring Carneys now have their own kind of Ross O'Carroll
No way.
Oh yeah, and then every week our bagman, there's a hut out where we train, where there's like a fridge with water and juices, and we kind of put our boots on there and stuff like that, and you leave stuff in there. There's every week now he's cutting it out and putting it up.
Brilliant.
So we're waiting for week 4 coming out this week.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Are they actually bored, or it's like, where did they? I think it came from like one of the Twitter accounts or something like.
Well, someone set up at Boring Carney, and then we started seeing it, and it was brilliant. And we started all tweeting it, retweeting it,
because it came from. Have you seen Boring James Milner?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
That's like the inspiration.
So we're all kind of going like, but that was set up by his agent. That came out.
No way.
That was his agent.
Brilliant.
So we were on to the lads, and they're saying that it's not, but.
Yeah, because I don't know who. Surely somebody would have claimed it or something. That would be.
I don't know.
Funny.
There was one. I'm raging. Someone had one for Jay-Z, my dog, as well, and it was brilliant. And I had a couple of thousand followers, and then they just stopped. And I was like,
yeah. Cool. Well, look, that's it for this week's show, and we're back next week.
See you guys.
Cheers.